What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Blue Fox 22 coming at you with another episode of Citizen Sleeper. Last episode, we managed to get our stabilizer going thanks to Dr. Saban, and we also managed to unlock the Ort exchange by going to the market. We also started helping out Fang, but we also learned a nice little, scary little tidbit that we're being watched, we're being tracked, we're being hunted by a digital creature only known as Hunter. He pretty much told us that we are an unknown factor in everything, and that, you know, we need to be identified, registered, and we need to figure out who we are. The problem is, what he told us is a little unnerving. Someone is hiding in the rotunda, and apparently we're their puppet. So I'm gonna take the gamble. Since we have this sixer, let's just do it. Heaven Age watch list. Oh wow. Okay, so we did good. We got the dock plans. As you are fumbling through the security office, Heaven Age security calls out. You are gone. Plans in hand, but you've been made. You have the layout of the rotunda down now. From the decaying rocks to the ornate grid of passages you can find your way. Okay, so we got the plans, but we're on Heaven Age's watch list now. I think we could have did it this way instead of this, but I think this was faster. But the downside is now they're watching us. Okay, so we can't do much now. We'll hold off on looking at all this, and we'll sleep and come back. Oh, complete active scenes. Okay, I actually have to do this. All right, so let's talk to Akita. Hey, you. Want to earn some shit? Anita stands beside a huge pile of tied together hull plates. She stretches out her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Sure. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into 2 bundles. What is it with this place? She asks. What is it with this place? She asks, as she lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up into an imposing height, her armor plates creaking, and looks you up and down. Don't try anything, alright? She taps the butt of her saddle. I don't want to have to put anyone else down today. Wouldn't think of it. Good. She pauses. Look, I'm not usually, let's just say, my temper's been a little short lately. Akita hoists 1 bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on then, enough chat. Gotta earn that kit. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Akita gives you a look. Ship's this way. And she sets off down a gantry at an impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of servo drones. No, wait. Steve Doors. Why are you doing this yourself? You mean, why aren't I hiring those good folks? She nods back at the Steve Doors. I've paid Heaven Age enough. They are currently rinsing me for a me for a mooring I can't vacate unless I either fix the ambergris or sell it off as scrap. What's wrong with it? 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 Anita looks at you pointedly. She. She rapidly turns another corner as you trail behind her. She got cut up pretty bad on our last job, and I had to moor her up here for a spell. But since then, it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core from our ship mind. So now she's gone dark. She shifts the panels on her shoulder. I went to go take a drink of my drink, and I completely missed my mouth. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, it's so cold. Oh god, why is it cold? Sorry. The upshot is that I'm short one ship mind. With a ton of repairs to do, the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind of I'd been stranded. So yeah, it's been a time. Anything I can do to help? I don't know. Got a ship mine tucked away on that frame of yours? For a moment, you weren't sure if she's serious. Anita swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. She hauls the second bundle off your shoulder. You're the first person I've met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look. You want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together. And you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. She passes the bundles of plate, her voice noticeably changing, through the ambergris' outer lock, and then turns back. Just don't go spreading all this around. Anita throws you a couple of chits. Consider it a bonus for not trying to grift me. She gives you a parting nod and ducks through the doorway. All right, get out of here, she calls back, and the lock slams shut. Cool. You met Anita. So we got 64 chits. I call them credits. Okay, so we can get a drink. You're unsure if your frame can metabolize alcohol, but it's fungal drink. Fermented along the greenway seems like a good test. You can buy rations. Telekeep some inspired Solheim rations behind the bar for those weary spacers who ask why the Overlook doesn't serve food. I'm not going to spend 10 chets on that, though. We'll hold off. And then we have the sealed dock. I can open it. These old maglocks look like they each need an encrypted key to open. Why the heavy security for a decaying dock? We're gonna need another one. Okay. Sweet. I think that's everything. Yep. I think we're good. Yep. Alright, so let's end this cycle. So from now on, any low ones that I'm going to get, I'll probably use for my energy, and everything else I'll just get rid of. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. Don't know why Odin was barking, but... Alright, let's pop this for sunbathe. Probably going to regret doing this, but... Alright. Got energy for next time, so we're going to full stack of... Yeah, that's weird. It's not telling me... Okay, I have the bio-vial stabilizer. Investigate the wreckage. Get to know emphasis. Fix the ambergris. Extract the past. Extract Solheim data from Fang. Help Fang chase his leads and build a ship mine. Gain access to the Ord Fabricator. Okay. Don't need those up, that's in my way. That doesn't progress that, but this does. Yeah, Winter's Light. Let us do a DS. Ugh. I just got yard clearance. I got a negative result. At least this is safe and I don't take any damage. Ugh. Alright. Hold off on that. Rewire drones. I have to upgrade my skill. Oh my. Alright, you know what? Let's go to the low gate and we'll pay the toll. We'll have 4 credits after the cryo after that, but it's better than nothing. Okay. So now we can access even more. Oh. Okay. Founder's Gap. Gap in the ring station. 150 cryo. Okay. What is this? The free spoke. Okay. So we can scale the free spoke, which is dangerous. Or we can enter it. I think we should enter it. That would be a wiser idea. But we'll hold off on that. Give me 1 second. I am so sorry. I was paused and did not realize it. I've made a lot of progress. So I'm gonna reread all this. We managed to finish the study of the Winter Light. Squeezed into the office at the entrance to the yard, you lay out everything you have on the Winter Light across the metal desk. Your makeshift forensic notes glow on Drago's old writing slate, overlapping lines and scrawled annotations. A set of drone scans fill the small terminal with a spectrum of colors, a heat map of damage and decay, a crumpled printout from the office's ship registry lies beside them. Synthetic paper so thin it's almost transparent. Reactor failure. That is the verdict that anyone would have returned after a cursory glance at these stacked heat maps of the remains of the Winter Light. On the terminal screen, the ship is shown in section, blotches of color marking the approximate damage the ship sustained. Dominating the view is a single blood-red rose radiating from the ship's fraction drive. A simple story. A catastrophic failure of the drive core leading to a fatal hull breach. A well-documented failure, likely brought on by wear or misuse. But you aren't looking at the rose of the reactor. You're looking at a smaller, paler mark, one that might be easy to miss at first glance. It is thumbprint-sized and delicately placed over the control servos for the ship's main external airlock. It suggests a controlled-shaped explosion, one designed to punch through the hull and allow access to the airlock from the outside. You are looking at it because it is troubling you. A plain list shows the registration history of the Winter Light, the gaps between the entries tantalizingly opaque. Its first registration was a couple of 1,000 cycles ago, on this very station, logged at the central hub. From here, the registry tells the story of a busy ship, one that rarely stayed on station for more than a few cycles, and often took on voyages that kept it away from the eye for up to 100 cycles. The Winter Light got little rest. Your attempts at a reconstruction of the Winter Light before its fatal accident consists of a series of overlapping sketches and diagrams showing possible layouts and configurations of the gutted cutter. This was no off-the-shelf model. It was heavily modified, parts replaced with inventive configurations, the new retrofitted into the old, handmade joints and reconditioned filters. This was someone's pride and joy. A lifetime project kept running with care and intuition. It has also contained a set of hidden compartments. You missed them at first, where the hull had been thickened, the corners rounded, to disguise the change. But there they are. An old ship, many cycles under its belts, carefully maintained, a reactor failure preceded by a carefully concealed external entry. A suite of hidden compartments tucked away. This was the Winter Light, and this was its story. But this is not the full story, because there's something else. It is little more than a list, a tiny chunk of data you were able to pull from the ship's systems. The main systems were fried, of course, but the Winter Light had a separate system, one tucked away in one of its hidden compartments. Armored. Air-walled. This list, the only recoverable piece from the whole system, is a partial inventory. It details the contents of the hidden compartments. Some of it you recognize, some of it you don't. Ship mine ROMs, shimmer, cryo chain codes. And then the final entry. Passenger. Sleeper. You stare at the list on the terminal and try not to think about what it was like arriving here. In the cold for so long. Half frozen in the freight container. Had this sleeper been smarter, luckier? How had they convinced the Winter Light, a smuggler's ship, if you ever saw one, to extract them from Essenop? Luckier, you laughed. There had been no remains found in any of the Winter Light's compartments. You had checked. They weren't so lucky, you guessed. Not in the end. You hold up a vial of stabilizer to the light. This was all you find in their compartment. A parting gift from Essenarp. Well, it won't go to waste now. You put it back in your pocket. The thought still bothers you, though. 2 ships carrying sleepers coming into the same yard. 2. One after another. That feels wrong. You flick back and forth between data sets on the terminal, thinking. And you see that thumbprint again. The mark of someone trying to get in. Someone who entered the Winter Light with precision and speed. And when they were done, left the reactor to clean up the rest. The thought of that person makes you shiver. Suddenly, the office door creaks open. Drago stands in the doorway, staring at the equipment and notes you have assembled. What is all this? He snatches the slate from the desk, faster than you realize he could move. You running an investigation here? What am I paying you for? The drone on his shoulder starts whining cheerily, his anger passing to it through his implants. Stay silent. He starts shaking his head. I know you have a lot of questions, but this isn't the way. He turns away, muttering to himself. This is the last thing I need. The ship had a sleeper on it. Dragos freezes, suddenly angry. What did you say? He pushes past you to look at the terminal, at the list. He shakes his head. So what? Aren't all of you trying to escape? You are lucky it was you that made it out alive, not them. He folds his arms indignantly. Drago seems to steady himself and then turns back to you. The heat map of the reactor failure reflects in his headset's glassy eyes. I've given you a place to stay. I've given you work. He stumbles over his words, unsure what to say. There's plenty others who would have sold you on, turned you in, but not me, no. I appreciate that, but
Don't.
He shakes his head.
I'm not discussing my business with you.
He quiets the drone.
I've done well by you, and you've returned the favor.
He straightens up, clears his throat.
But this obsession you have with this ship isn't going to work for me. I can't have you making my clients nervous. I can't have you digging up whatever it is you're after.
He sighs.
You can't work here anymore.
I need the work.
There's plenty of work to be had on the Eye. Salvagers need offloads on the Rotunda, and Yatagana are always looking for crew. I'm not the only show in town.
Dragos reaches across you and flicks off the terminal. As the light of the monitor dies, a kind of eerie calm falls on both of you. Whatever this was, it is done.
You made it out, Sleeper. That means you have to move on.
Someone killed that ship and its crew.
And you want to meet them?
He shakes his head.
We are done here.
In the dark, Drago's headlight glints. And you wish for a moment you could see his eyes and meet them. Maybe then he would understand. You get it from the desk and Dragos gathers the notes, stuffing it into a pocket of his overalls. He holds the door for you. His headset has expressionless as always.
You can stay in the container. I won't take that from you. Don't come back.
His tone is final, definite. With an edge of disappointment, you walk out of the office and then out of the yard, not stopping to look back. You leave the yard, thumbing the vial in your pocket, knowing that this, at least, guarantees you a little more time. As you walk, your mind once again drifts to that person who killed the Winter Light, and whether or not that person will come for you. You got an upgrade point. Sweet. Okay, let me go back real quick because I need a specific upgrade to help her out. That is interface. So let's see, interface. I need a chance to gain cryo on interface actions. We'll do that. Can't do much right now because I don't have any whatchamacallits, but I do have stabilizer. So that's gonna come in handy. Even though I can't work for Drago anymore, I could at least make some money selling scrap. And I can probably find another job somewhere. Okay. Can't do much of anything else. Because we need whatchamacallits in order to progress. So let us sleep. Yeah, we really can't work for Drago anymore. He's gone. Completely. That sucks. Alright. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Because we were either going to end up being one of his friends or being one of his enemies. Okay. So I'm not going to check that stabilizer. I'll wait till we're pretty low to get that stabilizer. We can save our creds, our cryo. So, in case we can either just leave or we can move to the next section, or if we need to buy food or rations or whatever, because rations I think are 10, but they're probably going to fill 1 tick of energy. Yeah, negative outcome, only got 1, so we're not going to have a full deck next cycle, but yeah. Let's see what we got here. 60 cryo. Jeez. We'll hold off on that. Alright, we can come back to this shipyard at least. Let's haul materials. 50 neutral, 50 positive. We got some energy. Sweet. Okay. Let us go. Well, we can't do nothing there because we need to buy. That's 150. Let's go here. Let's take the gamble. Tangle network of service passages and makeshift tunnels cut through the spoke as if it were a hive. There are no maps here. Blistered with precarious elevators and stairways, the spoke can be navigated from the outside, but the climb requires bravery. Ugh. So we can either enter the spoke, which is dangerous, or we can climb it, which is risky. I think we're gonna yeah, we'll do this. We'll enter it. It's 100% positive. Okay. And we'll do the risky one. Oh, -1. No. I forgot. Engage. -1. You lose. It drops your pip down by 1. Oh. Midline Freight Hub. What's this? Can't do nothing. Okay. Let's hit the Rotunda again. Sealed dock, we can't do much. Because we need another key in order to open it. Let's go to the shipyard. Can't do much of anything else. So we'll just do this. +1. And we get +1 yard hand. Alright. Not bad. Alright, I think we'll call this an episode. Let's check to see what's else in here. We can't do much of in here. Not yet. So it's pretty much the real world and the data world. Alright. So, oh, we have upgrades available. No, we don't. You lie. It says upgrades available. 0 upgrade points. Game, I think you're drunk. Alright. I think we're gonna call it an episode here, and when we come back, we will progress onward. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna hold off on the stabilizer. I don't wanna, whoa. One more cycle and this event goes off, so we'll see what happens. So, alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I'm your host, Michael Gardner, aka Blue Fox 22. As always, stay safe, stay as healthy as humanly possible, and above all, stay foxy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all in the next episode of Citizen Sleeper. Take care. This was a wonderful day and or night, whenever you decide to watch this, and I'll see you all in the next starry episode. Bye-bye.